So, hello and welcome back to another episode. Um, I just genuinely want to start off by saying congratulations. Like, congratulations. Now, whether, you're showing up for you or not, that is up to you. I'm just going to pull from the top of each deck. I genuinely don't feel like shuffling. So, I'm just going to pull the top card and let's see. I guess I need to set an intention. So, what is it that you need to know right now? If you're doing the shadow work, then you should be tapping into your solar plexus to clear out that whatever the old version no longer serves you. So you do have to close up those chapters, and this is going to look different for everybody. It's going to start off with some divine masculine and feminine energies that you need to find a balance between those two, and you're going to want to make sure that you're not being overreactive when it comes to that. And then as well as, what do we have? It was on the fence. I'm trying to figure out like what was we working on when it comes to what's the weaver. So it's kind of like, how are you trying to show up for this next part of yourself? What is it? What parts of you do you know that, okay, I either need to strengthen the way I show up this way. I know that I need to work more on my communication, like whatever case it is, you got to show up for that. It's going to look different for everybody. So what do you need to know now that we've made it to this point? That's where we are. Everything's a continuation, and like, you start something, and I'm not saying that you're never going to finish, but it doesn't stop until you have to sit down and go through your whole life flash. But knowing that, okay, we're working on healing, we're doing some shadow work this season. So what is it? What do you need to know right now? It's going to look different for everybody. If it don't resonate for you, don't pick it up. First card, okay, Knight of Cups. This is, you're being strategical with how you're showing up mentally, emotionally. You're not going too swiftly. You are getting your flowers. You see they have flowers in here. You are getting your flowers. Spirit is saying, here you go. Congratulations. Wow. Knight of Cups, then the Knight of Wands. Now, mind y'all, I'm picking these from the top of each, the decks. Like, I'm just picking a top card from each one, right? So there is, some swift action here. There, the way you're asserting yourself, you are wanting to make sure you're coming level-headed with this. There's 2 horses, so it is fast-paced. This is you putting that horsepower, So tap into your spirit animals if you need to. Heavy on the horses, the sun is here, so it's kind of like there is, you've made it past like stage 1. Pages are our first stage, and then it's the night. So it's like, I've sat with this, I've been through this. So it's kind of like, okay, I've done it once. I'm not naive to it, but it's like I do have to show up a little bit differently than the child me, So it's kind of like, how would more of the adult use do this? The Lovers comes out. So now, of course, this is where it can take a turn. There could be suitors. These could be suitors for someone. But then it could be where it's like, okay, well, I'm starting to show back up for myself. I'm healing situations with past people, past lovers, and or I'm finally taking the initiative on showing up for the things that I want in my life. With you doing so, right? With you doing so, the 4 of Pentacles, you're able to clear this blockage out. And now that it's like, okay, well, here I am sitting back at this wall, and I've put myself in this cage, but the reality is I was comfortable in this cage. That would be the Knight of Wands showed us that, dang, we were comfortable in this cage that we've built. Well, unfortunately, the door has always been open. And so it's like, what am I holding on to that it's not going to serve me? I have to release that. I wouldn't be in alignment with those things anymore, because it's holding me stagnant. And stagnancy gets me nowhere. Well, okay, well, what is this? What is it going to be? You get the Magician. The Magician has been coming out pretty much here. So it's like, okay, well, me knowing that I have an opportunity, or there's something coming in that's going to release whatever this energy is that's been sitting with me, whether it's been heavy on my heart, whether it's been a I've been not actually I've been outsourcing my alignment to things that haven't been serving me. And it's like, look, you have cups, wands, and pentacles already here. And the magician is saying, are you ready? With the lovers here. It's kind of like, so are you ready to balance out your femininity with your masculinity? How are you doing so? Like, how are you doing so? Okay, with the magician comes here, you get the Four of Cups. So it's like, well, now that's that nostalgia moment that you could be having. It's like, well, okay, what is it that I've been holding on to that has been causing me not to complete this, not to do this? And now it's like, okay, well, if there's opportunities that I need to accept, open my heart. You're going to have to open your heart to receive this. And it is uncomfortable. It genuinely is. And because it may be uncomfortable, how could you allow yourself to receive this? Okay, well, let's go ahead. I'm going to do it backwards. So with the Knight of Cups, you get the World, okay? So it's like, okay, well, once you can just actually accept, who you are and what it is you've been through, you don't have to be perfect. Forgive yourself. You get back to this world. You get back to the world, okay, well, realizing, okay, I'm not stuck. I'm not stagnant. I do have everything that I need. Abundance is actually realizing that you are complete in all the things that you have right now. Well, okay, if I am complete, then where am I directing this energy when it comes to this night? Look, you go straight to the King of Cups. So it's kind of like you just genuinely pour completely into it. You go from the night straight, like after you close this out and you say, okay, I'm going to actually release, I'm going to surrender to the magic, the truth, like my inner strength, my ability to be loved, to be supported, to be in alignment. I have to just accept it. And in doing so, it's kind of like now it's like, okay, well, accept that karma, cause and effects happen to anyone. You genuinely do need people sometimes. You do. You do need people. And in needing people, hey, that's okay. Forgive yourself and also forgive others. So cool. Now, we start back showing up. We do the things we got to do. Now, with this lovers, making sure we're in alignment with ourselves, whether this is a platonic, like whether it is a lover actually coming to court someone or, it's not, then you get the Three of Wands, I'm going to say. I want to say this is the Three of Wands, which is that forward movement. It's like, okay, I'm taking back the initiative. I'm standing in my power. I'm going for it. I don't have to keep planning. I'm actually just going to do said thing. I'm just going to show up. Now, this is like the fire. You may feel as though you're doing it alone. You may be kind of scared to get started or whatever this is. This is something new. So it's going to feel differently for you. But when it comes to, okay, well, how can I clear out this blockage? Like, what is it that I need to just do to release this? You get the Four of Swords. Resting. You're going to have to rest. Rest and recover. And straight rest. Release it. Mentally, emotionally, like, just release whatever it is. Let that shit go. Like, you have to let it go. Energetically, you're just going to have to let that shit go. Get out of your head and just get started. Okay, finally, you're going to take the action. You take that initiative. You get started. How are you going to alchemize this? You get justice. This is the cause and effect. This is karma. This is the discipline. Like, this is what it's meant to be. You let it go. Okay, well, the universe sees. Oh, wait, she's showing up. You're doing that work. She's not holding on to it. Okay, well, let's actually assist her in what it is you're asking for in this reality. Okay, you actually getting rest. Oh, wait, she's actually pouring into those things. Oh, you're doing the work. Well, now what? You get the Knight of Swords. This is that swiftly moving action. It's like, here it is. Here it is. You have it, love. You genuinely have it. Now, looking at the first two nights, the horse's eyes were open. I want to show you to where it's kind of like now, like the Knight of Cups, you can see the horse is like he's aware of where he is headed, where he's going, what he's working on. The Knight of Wands, it's open. He's aware. He knows what he's fixing, he's healing, what he's working on. Okay, now you finally have surrender, and you're just going to allow things to flow into you, and you're going to just actually rest. The things that are coming into you, guess what? You have no idea where they're coming from. No idea. Shit. So don't be led too much by the blindness. Don't fear the change, the unknown too much. Just allow however it's going to show up. Heal loudly, support loudly, love loudly. Do these things loudly. And in closing, I'm going to pull from this one. You get the Six of Wands. Look, you finally, ta-da! It's like, here you are. You, at the start. Like, you were at the start of this. And here you are. You come complete circle. And that's the whole point of all of this. Is to continue to complete the levels that are given to you at that time. You don't have to set your fucking avatar mode to, survival mode all the time. So sometimes you can just put it on creativity mode and just create. And when you create something, there is no, oh my God, I messed up. No. You're just creating. Just create. Be in a season of being creative. And so now it's like with that, you balancing out, okay, I do have to show up for the 3D. Everybody got bills to pay. If you are an adult and you are out here doing anything for yourself and you are just not completely stuck, stagnant in a sense of where you exit the matrix completely, we all got something that we paying to. We're all pouring into something. Whether you're pouring into your passions, a hobby, a dream, whether you're paying off debts, whatever the case may be, we all got to pour into something. But choose yourself first. If you don't know what to pursue, choose you. Become the best version of you, whether that's physically, mentally, financially, spiritually. Choose you at each stage of your life, and the shit will come to you. That is what the Lovers really means. That is what the World really means. That is what the Magician is. Like, choosing yourself as much as possible. Pour into others as much as you pour into you. And pour into you twice as much, so that it will feel like others are always getting this twice as much. You're going to project out to the world whatever it is you're giving yourself. So congratulations on closing that. And doing whatever it is you need to do for you. Now, that was a quick message when it comes to that. This was pretty much closing out that shadow message that I had did earlier. Whatever it is you needed to know when it came to that. But if you're not doing the shadow work, there could still be a message in here for you. But you got to make sure you are healing your heart so that you can balance out the upper three. The heart chakra is 4. So if you can balance out your heart chakra as much as possible, being empathetic with yourself. Saying like, dang, maybe I have been hard on myself. Others as well, You be wrong too sometimes. I know I do be. I ain't perfect. I'm still learning. So that's that. Let's get some Heart's Hidden Secrets. And then I'm gonna close out. Oh, and I'm gonna get a Healing Oracle message. Alright, Spirit, anything that the collective needs to know. Okay, this is coming out twice. Only you. Maybe this is the third. The third time. The third time. Only you. Devoted, craved, attached. If you are going, of course you can read these cards any which way. But there is somebody that sees you, clearly, with the eye. You can say, oh, I'm finally showing up. I'm pouring into myself. Only me. It's only me. Me. You can look at it on the low vibrational aspect. You got to stop. Well, what else about this? Only you. Let's see. But we're going to find out. Okay. Trapped. Stuck, tied down, captive. Okay, so you, with this, my opinion, I said spider webs. Somebody need to do an egg cleansing. if you feel as though you're looping in a cycle, and or there could be a timeline you haven't closed that you do need to close, because somebody could be pulling on your energy from an old version of yourself that no longer resonates with you. So make sure you are clearing out your energy. And make sure you don't pick up something that you don't want to pick up. Trap. Obsession. Damn. Infatuated, adored, addiction. Okay. So I was trying not to, it wasn't going to be that type of reading, but it has turned into that. Clearly, somebody has a soul. You ain't gonna tie me down. You done slipped away. Obsession. 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 Possibilities, free spirit, risk. Somebody may be trying to come in to trap somebody. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not getting, trapping with like that way, but somebody thinks by it's two people in here, Now I'm not saying you have slept with someone, but someone is trying to trap somebody via sexual magic, sexual energy. So be careful with who you are giving yourself to, because if you are this free-spirited, adventurous person, sleeping with someone, creating a soul tie with someone you shouldn't be creating soul ties with, could have you stuck and or looped in some cycles you don't want to be in. You could be picking up things that you don't want to have to cleanse all the time. For example, like, a lot of times, like, we pick up people's problems not even intentionally. A person give you a hug and you'll pick that weight up, and all of a sudden you tired because you done picked up somebody else's problems, and they be wanting to give it to you. So don't be out here picking up things that don't serve you. Breaking point, limits, straw, overwhelm. Every woman has a breaking point, y'all. Some women can be lied to. Finality. Leaving closure left behind. Breaking point to finality? Oh, one more. Well, two came out. Ooh. Uh-oh. Now, look. Now it's coming all together. Pride and then curse. You have officially closed out this right here. Yeah, this obsession, this whatever it was, this attachment, that addiction, whatever has been holding you hostage and or trapped, you continuously beat it by showing back up. So yes, that is the ego. These are giving you two different sides, It's like, what is it negatively that you continuously kept looping in? What is it that you kept telling yourself that reality kept presenting to you so that it can say, oh, that's true? I can give you an easy one. Oh, don't nobody fuck with me. Now don't nobody text or call you, but you also don't reach out to people. Oh, don't nobody ever help me. You never ask for help. You've never asked for help. How can people know that you're even going through anything if you've never told anybody anything? Sometimes you got to put your pride to the side. And by putting your pride to the side, that is how you actually break free from whatever it is. You don't have to continuously go through things by yourself alone. You do need to seek guidance and or help if you need. And of course, I am always available. You can always reach out to me if you ever need a personal reading and or if you just need a message. Let's get a healing message. I just wanted one. Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am. I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of truth and love. Freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt. So I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. Pretty much, which is you done broke free from whatever this is, being your true self, forgiving yourself, find the confidence. Whatever the illusion is, close them out, you know. Amen. Find the light within yourself. That's the message that I have for today. Continue to heal. Continue to close that out, because it's really time to shine. We have at least, 4 to 5 more weeks of winter, and then we get to the spring, and it's only going to go up from here. So it's the last week in January. It has been, it's been snow and ice everywhere. People are hoarding the grocery stores and stocking up on stuff they don't need. But, you know, hey, those are those who are in a scarcity mindset. And if you have abundance, you would not be going to get anything that you don't need at this time. But I will talk to you guys later. I will come back, of course, with a deep dive, because, you know, we do shadow work on here. So we are healing. And yes, we have to sit with this. We do clear the energy. And I'm going to just tell you this, doing shadow work or doing any internal healing work, it is taxing on the body and the spirit. So if you decide one day that you do want to tap into this, if you come on and you just click on one of my readings, I'm going to tell you now, the energy is heavy. It genuinely is. I'm not looking to see who's sleeping with who and who talking behind your back and what they're saying. We don't care. We just got to clear that shit out. And so we can move forward. So, yeah, we are trying to weave ourselves into the timeline, the reality, the life where we actually do get the things that we want. And it's not out of a lack mentality or a scarcity. It's actually out of hard work, dedication, consistency, and miracles. Because I believe in miracles as you are. If you're a miracle and I'm a miracle, why would we not have a miraculous life? Everything you want, you get it. Now, when? Well, that's up to how fast you want it. Because you can have it all today. Feel it today. Believe it today. And it's yours today.